Hey, this is Richard, Commissioner of Favre Flip Floppin. We think the Fantasy Football League results are in, and we have a winner. His name is Will Moore. His team's Woodhead. He's going to join us right now. Congratulations on winning the trophy, Will.
Thank you, Richard.
The trophy is this football trophy that I won last year, you won this year. You're keeping it in the Moore family. What do you have to say about that and yourself for winning the trophy this year?
Saying about that, it's really honored to keep it in the Moore family. I feel very, very privileged following this man right here. You don't want to witness this guy, you want to witness this guy. Thank you, Richard.
What do you mean by that?
LeBron James.
Alright, I'll let you go. Alright, yeah. We'll forget about him. Alright, who would you like to thank for your victory this year?
Well, there are certain people, a variety of people that I'd like to thank. But first, I'd like to thank Jake Tammy. Dallas Clark went down. I heard some sort of a yell in the free agents. It ended up being Jake Tammy. He's like, hey Will. I'm like, hey Jake, how's it going? He told me to pick him up. I picked him up. Legendary.
Alright, well, that was definitely a good pickup. Now, this is one of the most competitive fantasy football leagues of all time. Some very competitive managers, very competitive matchups during the year. You won the league. Is this the happiest moment of your life?
I believe I ranked them, and I think this was number 17.
Okay, that's interesting. I'm sure there's a lot of important things ahead of that, but, definitely up there, which is good to know. Now, you just won $100 from this. You put in 20, you got back $120. What are you going to do with your $100?
Well, first, I would like to buy. I'm going to go to Speedway, buy 7 bags of Reese's, no miniature Reese's things, 2 bags of sour Skittles, 1 Kit Kat king size, and 7 Dr. Peppers, 2 liters. And the rest of the $13, I would like to buy strippers.
So you're saying you're going to spend $87 on candy, and you're going to spend $13 on strippers. I bet you some of that $87 that you're saying towards candy is one of the strippers' names. Is that true?
That is 100% true. That 87% of those candies, 100% of that 87% is the rest of the 13%.
Alright, we're just going to move on from there. I'm not sure where we're going with that one. But,
Me neither, Richard.
Who would you say your team's MVP was this season? Was it Jacob Tammy, or was it in fact someone else?
Well, for the entire season, I think for the long haul, I think it's LaShawn McCoy. And for the first half of the season, Dallas Clark. The second half of the season, New England defense.
Interesting. Good choices. I wanted to bring something up. Last year you finished first in the regular season in points and didn't win the playoff championship. This year, you didn't finish first in the playoffs in the regular season, but finished first in the playoffs. You won the playoffs. So I guess is it better not to finish first in the regular season if you want to win the playoffs?
It's not about finishing first in the regular season. It's about finishing first in the last 4 weeks.
Well, yeah, I think we all know that, but so you think it's better just finish second, third, or fourth in the regular season, so you don't have the target on your back?
Well, if you finish first and you're first, let's see, in the playoffs, your only way you can go is even or down.
That's an interesting way to put it. What do you have to say to Rohit and Buck, who finished 5th and 6th in the league, but had more points than you?
Well, this is one of those things where you got to play to your opponent, Richard.
Yeah, what do you mean by that?
Your fantasy players on your team know who you're playing. Trust me, they do. And when they see your matchup, they configure the numbers, and they have to score this amount because they know this team would score that much amount. So, get 101 points when they score 100 points.
So you're saying you can predict the other team, the points the other team's about to score against you?
It's like that Back to the Future movie, Richard, where that guy's the almanac. He just bets in the games. Very similar situation right here.
Interesting as always. Well, with that, I think we'll conclude the conversation with our champion, Will Moore. Congratulations again. And with that, I think the season's over. Will won first place, Carson won second, I think I will get third, and Joe, you got fourth. As for 5th and 6th, who really cares? They don't matter anymore. Sorry, Rohit. I think that'll be all. Back to the studio.